Some California drivers think a speeding ticket is just a fine you pay and move on from it. But here's what they don't tell you. That ticket can cost you thousands of dollars, put your license at risk, and in some cases, end your driving career entirely. Hey, Mark Bigger here. I'm an attorney who grew up in a family of professional drivers, racked up plenty of miles, and got my fair share of tickets, so I started fighting them. Turns out I wasn't too bad at it. Now that's all our firm does in court. If you've got a ticket and you want to speak with an attorney who you can trust, give us a call at 661-859-1177. In this video, I'm going to show you what actually happens after you get a speeding ticket in California and how the consequences go far beyond the fine. How do speeding violations stack into points and suspensions? When you get a speeding ticket in California, the DMV assigns points to your driving record. A basic speeding violation is 1 point. That might not sound like much, but here's where it gets serious. California operates under a points-based suspension system called Negligent Operator Treatment System, or NOTS. Under NOTS, if you accumulate 4 points in 12 months, 6 points in 24 months, or 8 points in 36 months, you get hit with a suspension letter. For most drivers, this seems like a high threshold that they'll never hit, but points accumulate faster than you think. Let's say you get a speeding ticket in January. That's 1 point. Then in March, you get cited for an unsafe lane change. That's another point. In July, you get pulled over for following too closely. Now you're at 3 points in 7 months. One more violation before the following January, and you're facing a 6-month license suspension. For CDL holders, the stakes are even higher. Every point violation received in a 3-axle truck carries 50% more points. In other words, a regular speeding ticket while driving a commercial big rig is 1.5 points. And 3 tickets in a year means a DMV suspension letter. Plus, federal regulations impose separate suspension rules for serious traffic violations. If you received 2 serious violations within 3 years, you lose your CDL for 60 days. A third serious violation results in a 120-day disqualification. And speeding 15 miles per hour over the limit qualifies as a serious violation. What makes this particularly harsh is that these violations count even if they occurred in your personal vehicle. While the 50% upcharge does not apply for CDL drivers in their personal vehicle, a single speeding ticket in your personal car can still put you on federal watch. But if that speeding conviction results in a suspension of your regular driver's license, like through the NOT system, that triggers the mandatory CDL disqualification in most instances. So every ticket you get is a direct threat to your CDL. Why does a speeding ticket cause your insurance rates to spike? Most drivers focus on the fine they had to pay to the court, but the real financial damage comes from insurance rate increases. Insurance companies in California review your driving record regularly, and a speeding conviction signals increased risk. Here's what that looks like in real numbers. For a regular Class C driver, a single speeding ticket increases your insurance rates by an average of 39% according to bankrate.com. If you're paying $1,500 a year for insurance, that ticket just added $585 to your yearly insurance rates for the next 3 years. That's $1,755 for 3 years on average. Do you have a teenage driver in your home? A nice car? Are you paying off a car? All of these factors indicate you are probably going to face an even larger hit. For CDL drivers, the impact can be catastrophic. Commercial truck insurance is already expensive, and owner-operators or drivers with their own policies can see rate increases of $500 to $600 per month. That's $6,000 to $7,000 per year in additional insurance costs, and it doesn't go away until the violation falls off your record 36 to 39 months later. Even if you're a company driver and your employer carries the insurance, a speeding conviction can still hurt you. Many trucking companies have policies that terminate drivers or reassign them to lower paying routes after accumulating violations because the company's overall insurance costs increase when their drivers have poor records. What makes 100 miles per hour plus violations so much worse than regular speeding? California Vehicle Code Section 22348 Subdivision B creates a special category of speeding violation for driving over 100 miles per hour. This isn't just a more expensive speeding ticket. It's a completely different level of consequence. First, the fine is significantly higher. While a basic speeding ticket might carry a fine of $300 to $500 after all the assessments, a 100 miles per hour plus violation typically results in fines between $895 and up to $2137 in some of the harsher courts. Second, and more importantly, 100 miles per hour conviction carries a mandatory court appearance in many courts and a potential 30-day license suspension on the first offense. This is not a suspension you can avoid by paying extra or doing traffic school. Once the judge orders it, your license is suspended for 30 days. For CDL drivers who get an over 100-mile-per-hour ticket in their private vehicle, this is career-ending in many cases. A 30-day suspension for your base license means you can't drive commercially either. Most trucking companies won't keep you employed if you can't drive for a month. And even if they do, the conviction stays on your record and affects your CSA score and employability with future employers. Third, a 100 miles per hour plus violation can be classified as a serious traffic violation under federal law. This means it counts toward the 2 strikes in your suspended rule that applies to CDL holders. A second serious offense within 3 years means a 60-day suspension. What about speed traps, aircraft enforcement, and construction zone speeding tickets in California? California law allows enhanced penalties for speeding violations that occur under certain circumstances, and many drivers don't realize how much these enhancements increase the consequences. Speed traps are illegal in California, but they still happen, and sometimes accidentally, like when a traffic survey was not done in a timely fashion. When officers set up radar or LiDAR enforcement in areas specifically designed to catch speeders, the tickets issued can be challenged under the speed trap law if proper engineering and traffic surveys weren't conducted. However, if those surveys were done correctly, the citations stick, and they carry the same penalties as any other speeding violation. Aircraft enforcement is another area where drivers get caught off guard. CHP uses airplanes to clock vehicles from above, sometimes using marked sections of highway. When you see those white lines painted across the lanes, those are measurement markers. An officer in the plane times how long it takes your vehicle to cross between markers and calculates your speed. Many people think that these citations are harder to fight because measurements are generally precise and documented, but there are still defenses related to calibration, airspeed versus ground speed, and hearsay objections if both the citing officer on the ground and the speed measuring officer in the air are not present. Construction zone speeding is where penalties get enhanced most significantly. California doubles the fines for speeding violations that occur in active construction zones where workers are present. So a speeding ticket that would normally cost $300 suddenly costs $600 if it happened in a construction zone. Additionally, courts tend to be less sympathetic to drivers who speed through areas where road workers are at risk. For CDL drivers, construction zone violations also create problems with CSA scores because these violations demonstrate disregard for safety in high-risk areas. They can carry higher severity points under the federal rating system. How can you protect yourself from these consequences? The key to avoiding all of these stacked consequences is fighting the ticket before it becomes a conviction. Once a conviction is entered, the points, the insurance increases, and the suspensions are sometimes automatic. But if you can get the ticket dismissed or reduced, none of these consequences happen. Fighting a speeding ticket requires challenging the evidence. This might mean questioning the accuracy of the radar or LiDAR devices, demonstrating that proper calibration wasn't performed, or showing that the officer's observations were affected by traffic conditions or environmental factors. We have also successfully challenged speeding tickets by filing discovery motions that force the prosecution to produce maintenance records for enforcement equipment, training certifications for officers, and engineering surveys for speed limits. Often, these records reveal problems that lead to dismissals. A speeding ticket in California isn't just about the fine. It's about points, insurance rate increases, potential license suspensions, and for CDL drivers, the risk of losing your career. The consequences stack quickly, and once you're convicted, it's normally too late to undo the damage. If you received a traffic ticket, give us a call at 661-859-1177. We offer free consultations to help you understand your options. Don't let a simple ticket turn into a bigger headache. Let us guide you through the process and fight for the best possible outcome. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit like and subscribe for more practical legal advice. Tap the next video to keep learning and stay ahead of your next ticket.